How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking on the Grand Tour for the LR INT Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. We're kicking things off here against Fusion Zamasu for the first leg of this Grand Tour.
I shall take on the challenge if you insist on interfering. I'll show you who's the superhero.
Alrighty, so we are running these guys. For this round, we're going to run them next to the STR Gamma 1's. Really great link partner for them. He's going to be even better once he gets his equips here in a couple of days. But we're going to try to keep them together and try to get their standby off against Zamasu here. So we're going to pop him in slot 1 and then grab the AGL spheres with the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, so they may not super. There goes the super attack. So not off to a great start, considering that's the first attack Gamma 1's got to take. Yeah, 360k. And then plus we still have to deal with the AoE after this. So this could be rough, but I mean, hey, this is the showcase, right? We got to show what can happen, right? That for a lot of characters, that AoE turn 1 combo with the super is dangerous for a lot of characters, right? But the defensive support that these two are giving each other was actually enough to get us through the turn, even if we did take a bit of damage. So we'll be good for the rest of this turn, because after, there we go, we get the double super. So we're definitely taking double digits now on the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Which means we will be able to get their, and with the third super here, we will be able to get their standby next turn. So this is perfect. But actually, I think we can anyways, because we're below the HP threshold now. So, I mean, doesn't really matter. But, I mean, this is a Rainbow Friend, so they're doing good. And I've mentioned this times and times before. With these Red Zone Grand Tours, we always like to kick it off with Fusion Zamasu, because I do think it's imperative that we see, right, the level at which we've come since this stage, right? It is still a difficult stage, as I mentioned, right? That AoE combo can still wreck a lot of units that don't have any form of, like, initial damage reduction or guard. And while the Gammas do have that, right, they don't have any kind of guard, and their base defense is kind of low. They're really good for slot 2, though, with that extra damage reduction that they have, but not so much in slot 1.
Told you, King Piccolo was the old me. This is not gonna end like it did before. I will defeat you!
Alrighty, so you'll notice we actually aren't running LR Beast Gohan here. As fun as that would be, right? I mean, ideally you would want to run the Gammas to support Beast Gohan and the other members of the superhero squad. Unfortunately, in the number of times I've run this, the combination of the Gamma 2, 1 and 2, and Beast Gohan is just a bit too much, right? Beast quite often was actually causing us to kill Zamasu too quickly that we weren't even able to stand by. So I went ahead and set him up this way, right? It's just, you know, it's having that access to an extra 50% support really helping out the rotation. So, I mean, you know, it's not necessary. This is one of the few, I mean, I would say Double Beast is probably better than Double Gammas, but Double Gammas provides a really nice way to keep your rotations consistently supported, right? So, like, if one of your rotations was, say, like, if it running Double Gammas here, and we actually do manage to have Ultimate Gohan finish here, so nice. So we will be able to stand by the Gammas here. All right, so you could have one rotation, right? The Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Keep that guy busy to buy me some time.
Number 2, are you gonna...
Alrighty, so as I was saying, you could have Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 supporting one rotation, right? Say that rotation could be like Gogeta and, I don't know, STR Gogeta, or, you know, the you know, AGL Blue Duo or something, right? Whatever that one rotation is, and then your other rotation be Beast Gohan and LR Ultimate Gohan, and then, right, you have floating Gamma support plus Krillin and 18 support. You're basically consistently keeping up 2-turn support along with, right, the Gamma support, right? Because the Gammas provide 50% when on rotation, but once standby, there we go. So this is why I wanted to bring STR Gamma 1 so we could do this number. There we go. We get the counter. So the main reason I like setting it up this way is because, again, you get the on-rotation support for 50% for the Gammas, plus their super attack effect on their 18 key once in standby supports defense for 2 turns, which is really, really nice. You combine that with the Krillin and 18 support, right, and that's 100% defense for 2 turns, right? That's really, really good. It basically means that, you know, your characters are going to be safe from just about anything that could be thrown their way. Most supers they're going to be able to handle. Not saying they're going to be tanking them for double digits, but, right, a super that would normally kill you may, in fact, just, you know, graze you enough for you to survive. So, there we go. We are on our next rotation here. Let's see here. So let's try to see if we can build this, build up the gauge here to get the standby on the next rotation. Let's see here. Oh, that's tough. We definitely want to use Gogeta so we can heal. That's for sure. Let's do this. Alright, so we got the heal, so we should be relatively safe now, because both Gohan and Piccolo are still within their passive. So let's use Gohan's active.
Guess it's my turn. Special beam cannon!
Alright, nice. So with that, not gonna use giant form. I think the best thing to do, there's a bunch of attacks in slot 1. There's a chance he's probably gonna super there. So let's grab this. I'm not going to grab Rainbow Orbs for Gogeta because I don't want him to additional super. I want him to just dodge. I want us to be able to use Gamma's standby on the next rotation. So, however, obviously with Gohan, we want those extra supers just in case Zamasu decides to super him. The combination of the 100% support, that defensive support he's getting, should be enough for him to tank if he ends up having to take a super. And then obviously Gogeta can just dodge it. Piccolo, still within his passive, will obviously survive it, combined with the extra support from the last turn. So our only hope is that we don't kill Zamasu here. But Gogeta just decided to go ham here, even though we didn't even feed him his orbs. Alright, here we go. 16 million on Ultimate Gohan. Not even trying. Alright, it took a while, right? Almost 2 years, a year and a half, right? But he is definitely at a point where he can really shine, and I love seeing it. If anybody still says this guy is not good, I don't know what to tell you. You and I are using 2 completely different units then, because, I mean, while yes, I have some, you know, there are some times where I don't actually get the extra supers. More often than not, I'm getting them, and, you know, the turns are looking like this. So there we go. Okay, so Piccolo didn't kill, so that worked out exactly how we wanted it to. And now we can actually use the Gamma's standby. So let's do it. Let's see how much we do with the Gammas here.
I'm putting all the energy I have left into this charge!
Nice. 30 million on that charge. We got a pretty decent build up too. So there we go. Round 1 of the Red Zone Grand Tour down. GAMMAS performed quite admirably in what should be a hard fight for them, given that they don't have kind of the tools necessary within their kit to prevent them from taking the major damages from the AoE and super slot 1 combo. So they actually did quite well. Their team allows them to function through that. You know, it's a lot like the Z and the GT duo through Zamasu, right? You build them to their standby and then they can kind of help float you through. So we actually did get off the standby here. So we are going to be back. We're going to come back for round 2 in the Red Zone Beerus. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so we are in the Red Zone Beerus here. We are running a slight variation on the team we used. We took Gogeta off, and we brought Beast Gohan back on, and that's only due to the fact that I know we won't kill him like we killed Zamasu. He's a lot beefier than Zamasu is, but it's also just in case things go south in the next phase. And we need that turn protection from him because this is one of those where it's really hard to get to like the turn protectors for like Gogeta, and I don't even know if we'll actually be able to get their launch their finish skill. We might be able to proc the what we're based on this rotation where we are going to get. Well, actually, it's going to depend on whether or not we get that extra super. Actually, no. Yeah, okay. So we won't even get the standby, right? We had a bad start here, and we didn't get the right orbs. Looking back at that, I should have paid more attention to that. We are not going to get the standby this turn, so, I mean, this is kind of why... There we go, okay. I did, so if you're wondering why I chucked Gamma 1, or Gamma 2 in slot 1 there, precisely because I had a feeling there was going to be super, and Gamma 2 there can nullify it, so that's what we wanted to happen. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, we get 1 super, so we're definitely not going to stand by next turn. And that is unfortunate, but hey, I mean, this is the Grand Tour. The idea is to just show you how to win with these units. And sometimes that win doesn't work out the way you want, right? Not every time you're going to have the perfect rotations as you did before, right? So you'll notice we also have the STR Gamma 1 here, just because he's a good link partner for them. But I do want to get the other LR Gammas over there with the other one. So if we do manage to stand by here, we might actually be able to link them together and get some extra damage. Kind of how we did on the last one. Okay, nice, but he is surviving. That is good. Alright, so I think Gohan with his passive up here and the defensive support should be okay to, oh yeah, there you go, as you see it. So, I mean, normally I like bringing Krillin and 18 for the 2-turn support, but this event does cancel dodge, so obviously that is not ideal. There we go. And we get the extra super. Oh wow, this is new. We haven't done this before, so almost always by turn 2, we end up proccing Beerus' Rage Mode, and we have not done that. Okay. Alright, so I have a feeling he might super slot 1, so unfortunately, this is what I'm talking about. When I need some coverage with the team setup we have here, right? Since we do have 2 Gammas on the team, we're probably going to have to do this, so... Alright, so, yeah, I mean, this is just goes to show you, not every time are you going to get the perfect rotations, but we might not kill this rotation, so I'm kind of wishing now that I didn't float off the other Gammas, because then we could have at least put them in standby. But here we go. Alright, we get the extra super with Gohan. There we go. And there goes the super. Yep, see, that's exactly why I decided to put Beast Gohan there. Because of that super. So here we go. So we've got 10 million on the Gammas here. And we should get their extra super. There we go. All right, we actually proc the 3, and this is the Rainbow Friend, by the way. If we manage to make it back to this turn, we'll definitely stand by them. But I don't. Oh wow, we get a 4th. Nice. I don't think we will, especially now that we've gotten this 4th super, and Gamma 2 is about to pop off in the 3rd slot there. All right, look at him coming out with 10 million, matching the LR Gammas. Love it. There's 1. Oh, why you gotta go and do normals? There we go. Well, that normal did something with the crit. Alright, 11 million on the 2nd super. Excellent. And we get a 3rd up to 12 million. So this is pretty good considering their age at this point, honestly. Nice. Okay. And now we enter his rage mode. Kind of funny. I've never had that happen before. I've had it where we kill him before he enters it, but I've never had it where we actually delayed till turn 4. Alright, so let's just go ahead. Let's pop Ultimate Gohan's active here, and then let's get this over with. Unfortunately, this didn't work out the way we wanted it to, so, you know, we're just going to have to make do. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to set this up. Oh, perfect. Okay. I was gonna say, we need to set this up so Gohan can get his 18 key, and it worked out. Alright, so Ultimate Gohan's gonna finish this off. Unfortunately, the rotations didn't work out the way we wanted them to, which does happen, right? Not every run you're gonna have the perfect starting rotation. Everything was kind of all messed up, and you know, in hindsight, we should have just left the LR Gammas on this rotation with the STR Gamma 1 instead of floating them off. But you know, it ended up working out, so we just got to kind of see how they handle a hard event, right? Because this Beerus event is hard. We get to see how they handle it without necessarily reaching their standby, and they did all right here. They were never in any real danger, as we didn't have to put them in front of super attacks. Although on the turns where we got the multiple super attacks, they definitely would have survived Beerus's super in both phases if they had procced all 3 supers. So definitely worked out for us there. So we're gonna come back in the red zone Frieza. All right, here we are for round 3 of the Red Zone Grand Tour. We are up against the Red Zone Frieza. As I've mentioned before, I still think this event is up there with the hard event, but it's just, when you look at Beast Gohan, he just trivializes everything that people kind of overlook where there is difficult fights, right? This event can be tricky, right? Because the Golden Frieza phase, right, the AGL phase, is one of the hardest hitting phases, right? It's just it's above Fusion Zamasu, but it's just under, I would say, it's just under Trunks, right? The Trunks fight. And in fact, in some situations, depending on the team, I'd almost say it's on the level of Trunks. Just because, you know, certain teams can make Trunks easy with their attack and defense lowering, whereas that's not something you can do in this fight. There we go. Okay, so he managed to dodge Ultimate Gohan here. Okay, I mean, I guess that works out. That lets us, I guess, get some build on character like Beast here. So let's put him here, so that way he gets his hit. There we go, and we'll float off the Gamma 2. We'll put him here. There we go. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and let's do that. All right, there we go. Excellent. Alright, and then we take him down, Tagoma, and now... I don't even know this guy's name. I should know it. But we got him. And we finish up with the normal. Alright, so this turn is safe, and that rolls us into the INT phase, I think is the next phase. So we can stun this phase, but I don't think we have any stunners aside from Ultimate Gohan. So, I mean, this is going to just kind of... I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Although the setup of this rotation worries me. I kind of want to keep both of the Gammas together, actually, now at this point. So let's go ahead and... yeah, let's do this. Let's stand by the Gammas here. Alright, and then... yeah, perfect. Let's do this. So we're going to put them in slot 1. Yeah. I guess we just take that. It's not really going to matter. We're going to have their standby by the time we exit the other standby. So, you know what? There goes this here. That's what I was worried about. Ooh, 260. I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, it's a third of our health. But, we could probably make up that health other way. There we go. Okay, so we get the extra super... and we get another super, 12 million out of the friend Gammas here. Nice. Nice. Oh, wow. Are we actually going to finish this? Oh, wow. We just soloed this turn. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, all right. Well, there you go. Okay, so turn 2 down, and that, you know, it's like we're triple supported this turn. All right, for defense, and then our offense is obviously right double supported, plus the Krillin and 18 support. So actually, you know what, that makes sense. So, I wonder, can we might be able to do this. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can pull this off. So let's do the active on Beast. Okay, so that way we can bring all of those attacks in slot 1 over to him, and let's do LR Ultimate Gohan's active. Yes, he isn't that powerful right now, but it's still going to work out. Let's do that. I guess we just grab these tech spheres with Beast, and then we'll grab this with them. So try to build this up as much as we can. If Gohan just needs to hit his 3 attacks, then we're good. There goes the super, which is going to hit Beast. Good thing we used that target skill. Excellent. All right, we get the extra super. All right, actually, you know what? Yeah, I think we can solo this, or at least get pretty darn close. We did get the triple super with Gohan. I kind of want us to be able to. I kind of want us to be able to do the triple here. If we do the triple, I think we'll get pretty close to taking him down. I think. There we go. Nice. Alright, so we get the triple. And it is going to crit. Okay. Alright, we weren't able to kill this turn. Shoot. But I mean, I guess it still worked out because we get to get quite a bit of build out of our LR out of the LR Gamma standby due to the amount of supers that we're having in this turn. So we just need Krillin and 18 to dodge here. Or actually, no, we don't, right? We have the target skill up. So actually, we're solid. Excellent. Okay, so we can use the finish skill here once more. All right, nice. Almost 20 million. Of course, we didn't crit. Had we crit, that would have done significantly more. But now we can stand by our other one. So this actually works out. So we're gonna float off the. We're gonna float off the Gamma 1, Gamma 2. We're gonna put him in slot 1. We're gonna grab these. Okay, so we should be able to tank here. Yep, double digits. And with 20 million, I think he's going to wrap up. Now, it is unfortunate that next turn we're going to lose our link partner, but I don't think it's going to matter. All right, so this drives us into the final phase. So we got to kill him before he launches that super. The super here is 8 million, so this could be trouble depending on how this goes. All right, let's grab that. Perfect. All right, nice. Look at Gohan here. Like I said, I mean, I'm hard to say this dude is bad just looking at how he's still performing, you know, almost 2 years later. There we go. All right, so neither Biz, Ultimate Gohan, or Beast are going to get any extra supers this turn due to Beast not getting hit, and then, of course, us not getting a key for LR Ultimate Gohan. So we have to make sure the other standby kills. You know, it probably won't, given that we're not getting all that much build-up here. Oh yeah, as this is not going to do a whole lot. All right, but let's go ahead. Let's use it. I mean, 11 million is still pretty good. We'll take that. All right, so we get one link active with Krillin and 18, so it's not going to be good. But we do get the extra key spheres here. Obviously, we would want more, but we'll take 5. All right, so 13 million on the friend. We do have one link. We are getting supported here. Obviously, the friend here isn't fully link leveled, but we're still getting some decent supers and some decent damage out of him. Oh, are we not gonna? Oh, well, maybe ours can. I don't know. I think it depends on how many super Krillin and 18 decide to do. Oh my goodness! All right, we might actually lose this. 11 million on ours. Nice. We got triple supported turn too. We get an extra super. Oh my goodness, I think we're dead. We just lost it. Seriously, we lost to Frieza. Are you... Oh, what? Dude, they just survived an 8 million super. What? Alright, look, I don't think anybody... If I ever had a bad thought about these guys, it is gone now. Post standby, they just tanked an 8 million super. So if you're out there watching this, right, you've made it to minute 27 here, and you're still thinking the Gammas might not be good enough, there you go. There's your answer right there. And Ultimate Gohan finishes up. The Gammas are ridiculous. They just tanked an 8 million super post-standby. We didn't even get that many orbs. We got 5 orbs, right? And orbs is the thing they need once transformed. So you know what? I gotta give it to them. That is really good. So, guys, that is round 3 up against the Red Zone Frieza. We're gonna wrap things up in the final leg of this Grand Tour up against the Red Zone Kid Buu. Alrighty, here we are in the final round of this Grand Tour up against the Red Zone Kid Buu. I think personally for the Gammas, this might be one of their toughest fights, simply due to being like almost every anniversary LR, right? A portion of their attacks, I think, and I think it's on their 12 key too, is nullified by Kid Buu in the INT phase. So we'll see how this works out. So we're gonna get the build up on Orange Piccolo. We're gonna rotate off the Gohan there, and then we'll keep the friend Gammas on here so they can do their standby in the next phase. There we go. We get the additional super. There we go. Look at them putting in work. All right, and they are able to tank double digits after that. So we're going to rotate off Ultimate Gohan. If we need him, he will come back in the 4th turn, which will probably be our final turn. This is going to be another one of those where I don't think we will be able to get the finish skill, simply to the nature of how this fight tends to work, right? It's a very short fight unless you're intentionally delaying it, which is not something I think I want to try to do with the Gammas, just given how they tend to work. So we're going to grab this. We'll get the full 24 key with the Blue Boys, and we're going to pray that Krillin and 18 dodge for us in slot 3. Because I don't want to give up losing the Beast rotation here. There we go. Alright, so we get 9 million on the 2nd super. Alright, wow, okay. So we actually got 3 supers out of Beast Gohan here, so this is perfect. Alright, and now we gotta sit through like 5 animations for the Blue Boys here. Alright, we get a normal. We get an... Alright, we do manage to proc the 2nd super. We did get a lot of rainbow orbs, actually, this time. This is one of the best rainbow orb fields that we got. And we get another super. Excellent. Oh, we got another one. This is the kind of thing we need in the next phase. Alright, excellent. So they're definitely going to tank at this point. And so now it's just up to Krillin and 18 to dodge in that slot 3. Alright, there we go. Ooh, we missed the first one. And the second. And the third. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, make or break here. Are we going to... Yes. Okay, we dodged the super. Perfect. This is really scary. I don't know if we can survive a super from Kid Buu at this point. Oh, this is tough. Alright, let's stand by the Gammas that have built up. Alright, so... I think I want to keep Piccolo in slot 1 because his passive is... I mean, obviously he's still going to be the best choice rather than the Gammas. So we'll get that with the Gammas. We'll get a little bit of a heal. So remember, we've got 150% support here this turn, right? Because Krillin and 18 from last turn. And then these guys. So Piccolo is able to take double digits. Still don't know about the super, right? Because... well, there it is. We're about to find out. 150% supported turn. I mean, I've had Piccolo still take a bit from this super. Double digits. Nice. Okay. So, that works out. And now 18 with the Gammas. Shame we're going to have to float them off. But again, I don't think we're making it back here enough to see the actual finish skill. It just, this fight is just too short for that to happen. Unless we intentionally delay it. Which, again, with the way Kid Buu works, I don't know that that's such a good idea. Yeah, so their 12 key is nullified. That is unfortunate. But at least the 18 key is not. And there it goes. And another one. Alrighty, so I think we're going to do the smart play. We are going to use Beast Gohan's target skill. We're going to stick him in slot 3 here. Alright, let's do the Blue Boys active so they get some extra attack and defense. Alright, let's grab that. Perfect. We'll grab Beast Gohan's. Alright, excellent. So, solid rotation. Honestly, I doubt he'll even live this, but let's see what happens. There we go. There goes the super on Beast Gohan. And he's gotten quite a bit of build-up from last turn. Only the 1 attack lowering from... nice, double digits. I was going to say, we only got 1 attack lower from Piccolo. And he he basically got a free build up from the Gamma's 12 key. Alright, but now the blue boys are just going to lower his attack into oblivion, so it doesn't matter anymore. Excellent. We get another one. Hey, we get an... Alright, so this is the kind of thing I like to see out of the blue boys. This is what the kind of work we want to see him put out on Kid Buu. Excellent. And remember, we are 50% well, actually, we're 100% defensive supported this turn. The 2-turn support from the Gammas from the last turn, so that's nice. Alright, and here we go. Ultimate Gohan popping in. Alright, we get an extra super. Nice. And now it's such a shame this 23 million is going to waste by being nullified, but the 12 key shouldn't, and the 12 key will finish him off. So honestly, a shame we didn't get to use the Gamma's finisher, but that is just kind of the nature of this fight. There we go, and that wraps it up. So there you have it, folks. There is the Grand Tour for the LR INT Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Gotta say, this is definitely turning out to be quite the astonishing unit, right? They are not nearly as bad, I mean, that's just, I mean, outside of Beast Gohan, that's kind of been the theme for this anniversary, right? A lot of people just saw Beast Gohan once he released and almost, you know, started to underplay the value of Broly or Gogeta and even the Gammas to a degree. But when you actually take a step back and look at what's happening through this Grand Tour, right, you see like just how much they're doing for the team, right? 100% support when they're both on rotation, or, you know, 100% defensive support through their super attack effects when they're off rotation. Combine that with characters like Krillin and 18, and you are able to buff, you know, your sort of core 3 to 4 characters just on those guys alone, and very few things are standing in between you and victory. So guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of the Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 Grand Tour here? What was the most surprising piece for you to see here? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.